Hello, everyone, and welcome to Light Language Messenger, as well as those of you watching on the Great Awakening Generator. You are very welcome here as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you to all of you that sent me your beautiful messages and emails. Your messages of support and kindness, especially that I mentioned family members being unwell yesterday, and also that we had a family member get a terminal illness diagnosis. So I'm really appreciating our community here. And I really thank you that I felt safe to say that with all of you because, or to all of you, but it must be, and I do believe that I'm in a safe community with all of you because that's what we're here to do for each other, right? Through the transformation and through the awakening process. So thank you so much for being there. And I've got to tell you, I feel so much better. I feel your love. I feel the energy. I feel all of those wonderful things, positive light and love that you are sending to me. And even right now, as I speak, I feel this warmth on the back, just under my arm, on the back of me. So I feel like we are looking after each other. So even when we send positive light or when we send love and light to somebody and we're sending it from that higher perspective, that in itself is enough to support the collective or someone in the collective. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. So today has been an interesting day. It's been a busy day, but also had a chance to lie down for 1 hour and actually lie down and absorb the sunshine because we've had beautiful sunshine in Auckland today. I tell you what, there were people all out all over the place at the beach, all of that, because we have been yearning to have sunlight. Our weather has been so erratic here. So just even Mother Nature is sending us this uplifting light and love to perk us up in whatever we're going through, in whatever circumstances, because the weather can be quite daunting, right? Especially if it's quite gray and raining and cold and unpredictable all of the time. But we had a wonderful day today in Auckland. So we're believing and trusting and hoping that summer is finally here. So today I want to talk about, I wanted to do check in with the guides and see, do we do more dragon cards or bring in the dragons? And at this point today, definitely not. Not because of any other thing, is because the energy is shifted and things are needing something else for the moment. And that's okay, because the dragons will be there. We'll have more interactions with the dragons very shortly. We'll be able to see them visibly, I believe. So we're going to have more of that. But just for the moment, we need to take a recess from them and do something else. And that's always okay. Something I came across today was on YouTube, and it was something that David Essery had done with Tim Whild, a little talk for about 23 minutes. And I'm going to put the link in the description box because I believe this is something all of us need to be aware of. And I'm just going to put it up here and I'll tell you what it's called. I just want to talk about that very quickly. Right. So David put this up with just their conversation with Tim Whild today. And it talked about challenges of the nervous system with Tim Whild. He was having a chat with Tim Whild about the challenges of the nervous system. And I thought it was really apt for current energies and what we're going through. And they mentioned something like this, where they had thought they'd done a workshop 2 years ago, but it actually happened sometime this year, like maybe 6 months ago. And so I don't know if you're finding that sometimes you think, I did this and, oh, but I did it last year, or wasn't it last year that I was doing that? So we're getting our times mixed up. And that's because of the energies, because of the downloads we're getting. And I know all of you have been feeling it. I've speak to some people and they tell me they've been feeling it. Sometimes your timeline can shift in a day. Sometimes you feel like, and I was talking about it yesterday as well, what my weeks were 3 weeks ago, what my week was 3 weeks ago is very different from the last 2 weeks. And it feels like I've left that 3 weeks ago, that week, I've left it in the distant past, right? So I think it's important for us to realize we're going through that, to be easy about that, and to also, just go with the flow at the moment, because it's necessary to go with the flow. So I asked my guidance system what we were going to do today for the language. I heard a word called karmic trench, and that comes from the Akashic tarot deck. Okay. However, I thought, well, I'm not going to just go with the word. I'm not going to go and pull out that card and just do that. I'm going to shuffle the cards and see what comes up. So what's actually come up? 3 cards. Now, friends, I've been getting these cards in one way, shape, or form for the last week. And I think I'm just going to bring it up. It's for me, but I think it's for you. It's for somebody out there. And we're going to see what... the thing about these cards is 2 of them, I've got them a lot in the last 3 weeks for myself personally. One of them just comes in and sort of reinforces the message. And I'm putting it in the order of the card that comes in and reinforce the message because it's the newest card for today. Okay. But when we go through these cards, you will see that they have got a common theme in it. And that is why. Now, there are 3 cards, and I'm going to read from it. That's the Akashic tarot deck. All right. I have a picture of it somewhere, but I didn't put it up. I didn't prepare myself where I put it up for you. I love this tarot deck. I don't even know which one's going to be my most favorite anymore, because I love this one. I love the Beyond Lemuria Oracle card deck. And, the Healing Oracle card deck by Colette Baron Reid. This one is by Sharon Ann Taylor and Sandra Ann Taylor. I beg your pardon, I'll say this again. I said it wrong. Sharon Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. Beautiful, beautiful thing. The thing about the Akashic Tarot is it is absolutely precise and on the mark. If you were thinking about anything and you just wanted an answer, you can get, when you do shuffling those cards and even one falls out, it will answer you precisely for that time and space in the moment. You can't go wrong with it. Okay. This is why I like this. And so I'm going to bring it up for us. I'll already put myself on musician's mode in case I forget. And I'm going to bring up the cards. And friends, I'm just going to go and open the card from the directory that it is in first, so that we can bring up 3 cards, the 3 cards, and bring them up one after the other. I like how it was doing it, where I could just look at them at the bottom and just click to them interchangeably in the last few days when I've been doing the cards, the last few sessions that I've been doing the cards in. Right. Takes a few minutes. Come on, card. Oh yeah, technology, eh? That's what I'm to say about technology. Oh, here we are. It's come up. And okay, and I can flick through them and get to the next card. Now, I'll apologize in advance because my pictures are not very straight, but I know you'll forgive that. Okay, we zoom. Right, let's go share the screen. Okay, here we are. We're sharing the screen. Right. So the first card, there are 3 cards. The Queen of Roses is the one. The other one is the Balance card, which I think is the 7 of Forces. And you'll be seeing it very shortly. And then we have the last card, which is the 2 of Roses, which is the Winged Messengers card. All right, so let's just see if we can click. So that's the Balance card, 7 of Forces. That one's the 2 of Roses, which is the Winged Messengers. And we'll look at them again. Going to go through the cards one after the other. So the Queen of Keys. Sorry, Queen of Keys, not Queen of Roses. The Queen of Keys, very interesting that she's called the Queen of Keys. Keys, you have the key to everything. You have the keys to your life. You have the keys to whatever. But let's look at the Queen of Keys. What does she have? Right, a queen dressed in a gown of rich colors and textures stands atop the tower of her great castle. Happily looking over the rich, verdant hills of her domain. In the far distance, a husband returns. Ooh, is that right? A husband returns from the travels. Oh, okay, friends. I'm going to try and increase the size of that because I think he must be there. That's him. A husband returns. This card represents a woman of authority. She's sensitive, helpful, and thoughtful. She's confident in her authority, but always happy to celebrate the success of others. She could be a love interest for you or someone in your life. Besides referring to a positive woman of business, this card can represent you or another who is about to climb the ladder of success. Positions in banking, investment, real estate, and management may be coming. Self-employment in any industry could be at hand, as well as greater financial independence, increased authority, or creative autonomy at work. Really love this. Really love this card for you. So I think this is a card that's really, somebody might be looking for an answer in terms of work, looking for opportunities, looking for doors that are opening and all of that. This could be for me. And, you guys know, I've been looking for those things too because my whole work life has changed, right? As I was saying. Right, the Akashic feeling of the Akashic force message behind this. Feel the Queen of Keys beside you. Sense the support she has for you. She's ready to give you a key for your own life. This key may be a feeling, a word or idea, or a symbol that informs you in some way. Take this key now and sense what it means and how it feels. So, yes, a key is coming through for someone. And really beautiful card, right? So today we're going to charge the messages of these cards with light language. We will do the light language at the end, but I want us to go through the cards first because I think that the cards have messages for everyone that's watching. Whether you're watching it now, today, or whether you watch it sometime in the future, it's going to resonate for you because it's going to be apt for that time and space, right? So that's the Queen of Keys. Then we go on to the next card. This is the Seven of Forces. It's the balance card. And look at that. You've got a scale there. You've got a chair there. You've got a library book there. You've got scrolls here. You've got a door that's open looking further out into the sunshine. Let's see what it tells us. We've also got, letters written up there. Beautiful desk, very old desk. Not that I have one of those desks now, but I think, sometime in the past I preferred a desk like that. Seven of Forces, balance card. This card reveals a time of harmony, balance, and justice in your life. A desk holds balanced scales, scrolls, and stacks of papers. Shelves of books grace a wall where a door opens onto a light-filled room. Upright, this card indicates that a time of balance is at hand. All systems through the body, through nature, and through society seek to achieve balance. Stop and consider the parts of your life that you can bring into greater balance. During this time, the universe helps you do so. You may have to confront important legal issues. You may have to deal with paperwork of some kind, or there may be a need for legal action regarding property, inheritance, work, contracts, custody, or divorce. Be patient and pay attention to details, as technicalities will be important right now. But things bode well. Justice is at hand. Take heart at the sight of the golden light that washes over the scene. Yeah? There's your golden heart. Let's increase the size if we need to. Golden light that take heart at the sight of the golden light that washes over the scene. There you go, your contracts, legal matters, balance, scale of justice. All right. I'll read it again. Take heart at the sight of the golden light that washes over the scene, a sign that all issues will come to light and that a beneficial and just resolution is coming your way. Justice is balance in society, but the Akashic records show that justice is not limited strictly to court and contract situations. Justice and reciprocity are energetic. So the energy you put forth now will return to you in the future. Remember that your energy production is up to you. Continue to be aware of your thoughts and actions. Inner balance now leads to a beautiful destiny tomorrow. Friends, we cannot make this stuff up. This is so apt for me, and I believe it's apt for people out there. The Akashic Force. Close your eyes and see yourself putting on the robes of a court judge. Look upon any situation in your life that requires a balanced understanding, whether it's an actual legal matter or any other situation. See it with the wisdom of Solomon and determine what to do next. Oh, Ika toko lamailek tikado la lankalai do to farana keto okurama ice karana shtete tafakero mahekarama kutotoko. Right, two of roses. Kalibikitiko, Karibiketon Lidada, and Hilkitato, Aikatana, Karate, here for Kinekuro. Samaraka by Ferrokoroma, take a romata. If you only know what's going on, you know some of what's going on in my life. I am really being called. That card confirms I'm really being called to stand in a balanced position, to not let the emotions and the past get into my way of making decisions. Ila sila mahila ko na kitamara katafa ina kurkuteta taketa tarama katuto to kurota ketata arma kituto to ko chiklati tatako frana kete itakaron keta my skate kafina. I see a pink violet light. I see a blue light. Kilibi kito no bakita maketa tabarana kuto to karaita tiketa mo chocolate hemono kore. Perhaps today it's the violet flame or the pink violet flame, the pink gold light of the heart chakra that we need to be working with. Two of Roses card. Let's read what it says. Winged messages. I'm going to increase the size of this so you can have a clearer look at it. Winged messages. I beg your pardon. It's winged messengers. A white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over. This is the one that's fallen over. Kiramakuchi. And there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below is a dove. Below the dove, because here's the dove. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you and another or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about the home, an inheritance, or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. Oh my gosh, I can't make this stuff up. I can't. Honestly, I just talked about heart, the pink gold light of the heart chakra, and operating from a higher purpose. I can tell you I didn't read this message before now. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in this situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above the challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. With a deep breath, bring your focus within you and feel the brilliant, pure white energy of your higher self. Right, friends? We're going to do this now. We're going to bring in, I'm going to encourage you to keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. Let's stop and just stop the share for a minute. Make sure we're on musicians mode. Yes, we are. We're sharing the screen again. Right? So, friends, before we go back to that card, before we start the language, I want to remind you of the Queen of Keys. I want you to remember, my friends, whatever you're going through, you are this person, or you have somebody like this person in your life that is here to support you. Perhaps she represents the divine feminine energy. So whether it is work, whether it is home, whether it's a creative project, whatever it is, coming into this balance. Once again, it comes back to things like inheritance, contracts, Keep yourself in a very high vibrational space. Shine the light, the golden light that's coming in. You're going to find out some truths. I know I'm going to find out some truths I didn't know before. I'm bracing myself for that. That's why I said to you, these cards have come to me before. The Queen of Keys is the new card. This card has been with me last week. In the last week, it's come up a couple of times. Even that Winged Messengers card has come up a couple of times. And I didn't really read the message because I thought, oh gosh, I don't have mind capacity for it. But I want to say again, here we are. What has been hidden is coming to the forefront. You are being encouraged to be in a balanced frame of mind. Friends, we cannot be here together if you have not been doing the work. And I say this not because I'm saying it so that we are an elite club or something. No, that's not what we are. The point is that if you resonate with the work we've been doing here on Light Language Messenger and on the Great Awakening Generator, it means that you are in the space of already doing the work for yourself, on yourself, with yourself, to yourself, for the collective, for yourself. Yeah? You've been on the journey to all of this. Balance. Right, let's look at the Two of Roses, Winged Messengers. Winged Messages. I love this. We're going to bring in this, and I want to tell you something very importantly before we go. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm going to stop share for a minute and come back to this card, friends. Sorry about the chopping and changing all the time. This was a very important thing I wanted to say to you today. And I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again if you didn't catch it when I've said it before, or if you've forgotten about it. In this time and space, when I've been awakening to the transformation process, and when I've started to realize that I've been on earth many times, I have had many lifetimes on earth. I've done this journey many times. Even my family that I currently am with, Claudia had done a reading for me, and she had said to me, I've been with these people 15 times. 15 times. That is why sometimes I feel no more of the nonsense. However, I want to say this, but they feel like that about me too, I'm sure, because they've been with me, and so they've been clearing stuff up where I'm concerned. But I have said on many occasions, I am not coming back to do this again. I think 15 times with one family is enough, but I'm not just talking about my family. I'm talking about lifetimes on the planet Earth, being in the third dimensional space and doing that evolution to the fifth dimension, right? And so when you say this to your higher self, and when you say, guys, can we just clear it this time? Can we not come back and do this again? I'm so tired of that, because I can feel the energy of how tired I am of it, because I've done it, I've been here, done this before, all of that, right? So then things will happen that will come to the forefront. Things that we didn't work with in the past. We will have to come and deal with it. It's like facing your nemesis. It's like clearing the karma. So when things start to happen and you're faced with it, you have to clear it, because if we don't clear it now, then we're going to have to come back and deal with it, right? And also, the other thing is I want to say about this very especially, we're in an accelerated time because of the transformation process. We have done so much work. Even if we didn't say that to Source, do you think Source is not going to help us do this because we are doing the work, and that we are genuinely going into it with open hearts and just saying, yes, no more of this? We are saying no more of this on so many levels. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're right in the beginning stages of the age of Aquarius. It is here. So it's about that. It's about saying no more indoctrination, no more going around that mountain 10 times. I want to clear it. And have you noticed, like we were saying earlier, you might have felt you dealt with something 6 months ago or whatever, and suddenly you wake up in the morning and you're feeling something again, and you think, I haven't felt like this for 6 months now. Why am I feeling like this? Because sometimes there's a residue and we need to clear it. And the universe has got our backs. The universe wants us to have the desires of our heart. There is honor here for what we are doing on the planet at the moment, for the fact that we are awakening in this time and space, and awakening to what it is we want to progress with in the future. That's what I wanted to say to you. I hope my pep talk was not too feisty, but let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this language, because I believe it's here, and I needed to say that. I feel that warm energy on my back again. So Ikarala kotufarana katakutamai katakarama kat otukarai kitana katakete takatakate telema chikurota hefena korota haikafarana kata. Right, firmly planted on the ground. We've got our feet firmly planted on the ground. We're going to do this Akashic force practice. This little book has got the guidance with it. It gives a meaning, it gives special notes, and then it does an Akashic force exercise that you can do so that you can bring in your energies and or get into the space. This card has got a special note. It says whether this card is upright or reversed, you can gain further insight from a neighboring card. Okay, and the neighboring card, they don't tell us which one, but the neighboring card we had was the card of balance, right? So I'm going to take that neighboring card, the one before. And so further insight into that. And if you recall what the neighboring card was, the balance card was saying, it goes on to say that Hawk has just taken off from his perch in the card behind him, looking to that card to find out more about this conflict and its resolution. Let your spirit tell you if there are any past life influences at play in this situation. So the card we're looking at that's the neighboring card. The Seven of Forces, the balance card. Talked about contracts, talked about inheritance, talked about stuff like that, right? And this card is talking about what? Issues that are legal, things around the home, stuff like that. I'm trying to find the words that we looked at before. Conflicts in your home or family. And if you're talking about home, money, inheritance, all of that, very important, right? So there we go. Okay, let's do this now with a deep breath, right? Feet firmly planted on the ground with a deep breath. Bring your focus within you and feel the brilliant, pure white light of your higher self. Okay, that's what we're working with today. The brilliant, pure white light of your higher self. As you fill with a sense of this radiant being, invite a message from your spirit about any personal concern that lies before you at this time. Whether you get a word, a feeling, or an image, let yourself receive that message immediately. Ula kita malala na hilam, pula ke me ke chilem me ke to na he ma. Olenzelele na mala kita malahi kufona hai. O kalamakito la kita farai na hukala ke chele ke lo motei. Oh, my, oh, my, lo, my, kela, mahai. Hura kitana, 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 meleketela, ketoto, mayam. Hida babalela madito zon, zalekita farana kaito, rahita marakaito to faranai. Friends, remember this is your higher self. It's a brilliant, pure, white light of your higher self. Are you asking your higher self about that thing that's on your mind, friend? What is this thing that is upmost in your mind? We are charging this now. We are charging this message from your higher self with our light language. It is bringing in the light codes. It is bringing in the message. It is infusing your spirit. I want you to hear the message for you, my friend. This is a universal message, and how you decipher it, how the codes come down for you individually will be the message you get. He go e go ra ke da ga ra gi no ga ra I go la 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 la. He la ba ba la 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 ne no no la na na gi don't ko da me ke no no na be ke nun ke dai ko da na na hai. Ola masai takluta Angelica nama hidu vale zikdamla zena dadana gudida domze ira kalele la 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 velan zota niklame ura baba he do baba le bro je baba le gida mandela makuto fara ke ji kurura ita na re de no ma we are charging it iza bebe zoza mege zaze mege ra jotanda eka fai na fota ita da baba ji da baba ze it's a little taxaphone, sell katana matzik, don't nuts, katana matsukra. It's a kalakatoma karamaketona mascara mashtakaramaketfa. Alazzola, Zalezala, Katana, Metzamala, like the Matsala, like the Marcotelli, the Maslake of Tank. Okramata, Masai to Faikaya, to go Tade. Okay, so the Makata, Mishkami, for not to make it for the mascot. Elgato, the fine print, my friends, fine print. Read the fine print. Kika Hosikai, it chocolate make it on, say Katona, it colomet, say the carotena at the car to Gonama. Ah, Kutana, it's a good dinner. You don't tell my God, no. You will never be alone, friends. You have done enough to walk through those tunnels, to walk through those situations, and to have the best, the highest, the most plausible, the most beneficial outcome. Do not forget that you operate from a higher perspective. We have crossed many thresholds. We have overcome many things of low vibration, hence us being here in this high vibrational perspective. And expect high things. Expect that you will get the highest vibrational outcome, the best vibrational outcome. You have done the work to get this outcome. Kramasakoro katamakrafahe. Pay attention to the fine print. And if you are called to be the one to execute things, and I say the word execute because I'm seeing, we had words like contract, inheritance, things around the home, family conflict. You will operate for the highest and the best good of all parties concerned. Rest assured with that. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget the work you've done. It's easy when you're around family to suddenly go back into the mode you're expecting them, that you think that they expect you to behave like. Okay? Yeah? Yeah. And especially if you haven't seen family for a long time, right? And you suddenly go back there and you suddenly the child or the sister, the brother, the mother that, you suddenly take on all of the energies of whatever those years were, when you were the failure they thought you were, or when you were the one who was unfair or taught in a way, or when you were the absolute doll that they thought you were, all right, or the apple of everyone's eye. Go there and be your authentic self. Whoever you are, whatever you're navigating right now, go there and be the authentic you that you have become, the awakened you that you have evolved to, the evolved you. That's not a problem. just when you move all the layers out, and ask. Our higher self has given an amazing message today. So ask for the protection of the higher self, the guides, and all of those things with whatever you're doing. When you're signing a contract, when you are dealing with family matters, all of that, ask for that. Because I think that yes, things might come out of from your perspective, or out of your mouth. Your words might come out and you think, wow, I didn't know I thought like that. I didn't know I could be the best that I am. I didn't know I could be this me. I'm so glad I am the me that I am, because sometimes it takes doing that, being put in situations like that, for you to see how and who you've evolved to be. Okay? Friends, thank you so much for your time. I think it might have gone a little bit longer today. I apologize for that. Thank you so much for supporting both the Light Language Messenger and the Great Awakening Generator. We are going to be doing as much as we can to keep everything kind of normal on both channels. And thank you again so much love and thanks to you for your understanding over this last week. Much appreciated. All right, until then, much love. Take care.